Hi family, good day to all of you. I'm grateful to come back by and stop in and give you another daily dose of inspiration and another daily dose of motivation. I want you to know that this is your season of grace. Your season right now that you're in, this is your season of grace. God is going to give you things that you didn't deserve. You know that? That's what grace is. That's what favor is. And all these things that you're going through with, I come by to remind you that it's working together for your good. Guess what? All those things that you're going through with, God is going to do what's best for you, and He's going to get the glory out of it. God is going to get the glory out of your life. God is going to get the glory out of your situations. God is going to get the glory out of all the hardships that you're enduring. He is. He's going to be glorified. Why? Because all things work together for the good of those who love God. And those of us who are called according to His purpose, you are called to the purpose of God. He chose you. He called you, family. It's working together for your good. It is working together. I don't care what your circumstances say. You got to tell yourself that. I don't care what my circumstances say. All these things that I'm going through with is working for my good. It's working. And God's going to turn it around in your favor. It doesn't matter. You win in the end, family. You win in the end. You may be going through a whole lot right now, but you're not going to stay there. You're not going to remain in this place. God is going to get you up out of that. God has to show you how powerful He is. God has to let you know. You know, when we don't go through anything, you know, we don't know how powerful God is, and we don't know a lot about ourselves. You know, God is going to teach you so much about who you are and how much strength that you have that you think you don't have. You're more stronger than what you think you are. Did you know that? You're so much stronger than what you are, than what you think you are, what you believe you are. You never, family, look at what you go through with and look at that thing that you're trying to endure and overcome and compare it to your own strength. No, those problems are designed for you not to have faith. The things that you are facing and whatever's opposing your life right now, it's there to cause you to not have the strength that you need. It wants to lie to you. Your circumstances will lie to you and tell you you'll never come out of that. Your circumstances will lie to you to tell you you're not strong. You might as well give up. Look how long you've been waiting. Look how long you've been believing God. I don't care what your circumstances say. It is getting better. It is getting better. It is getting better, family. You can't quit. You can't give up. You can't. And don't allow these things that you are enduring get on inside of you. God is going to get the glory. He's going to get all the honor out of this. I'm telling you, this is your season of grace. Grace upon your life is so amazing. God gives you what you don't deserve. Favor gives you what you don't deserve. So God is going to pull you out of this. Life tells you that you won't get out. Life tells you to give up. You encourage yourself. You encourage yourself in the things of God. And find yourself around, place yourself, I should say, around positive people. Place yourself in the company of kingdom-minded people whenever you go through things. That's very important, because it's going to help you go through a little bit better than what you go through with. Whenever you know your outcome, whenever you know what you're going to gain at the end of a trial, it's going to make it that much easier for you to go through it. This is your season of grace. This is your season where God is going to give you what you don't deserve. God is going to compensate you for everything that you thought the enemy took from you. Every day that you thought you wasted. Every second, every minute that you thought you wasted. God said, I'm going to compensate you. And I'm going to give you more than what you thought you were going to gain out of this trial. There's a benefit of going through a trial. There's a benefit of overcoming. What is the benefit of overcoming? Whatever you are anticipating God to do for you at that end. You think about that whenever you're so tempted to give up. When you're so tempted to throw the towel in, to cave in and to quit. I want you to remember why you're fighting. Why you're fighting. Remember that, family. Why are you fighting? Why are you enduring? Why are you overcoming? Why are you sticking in there? Why are you hanging in there? Always remember why you are enduring, family, because it's not going to let you give up. You're not going to give up. God's not going to let you give up. You belong to God. He's not going to let you give up. God knows you're having a moment. He knows that, and He's not going to hold that against you. It's working together for your good. You may be crying. Tears may be strolling down your face. But wipe your eyes, family. Don't cry tears of sadness. If they're tears, let them be tears of joy. You remember the God of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You remember that God chose you, and you remember that He loves you, and you remember that God is going to keep His word. God is going to keep His promise. You let your circumstances know. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what come. It doesn't matter what might come. I am going to trust in God. You trust God because you can. It's working together for your good. When everything is falling down in your life, when everything is falling to pieces, when it seems like the world is on top of your family, when it seems like that dark cloud is just lingering over you and it won't move, I want you to know that it is working for your good. Things will always work together for the good of those who really love God and who are called according to His purpose. God is going to do what's best for you, and He's going to get the glory out of it. You're being squeezed, and you're being stretched. In your season that you're in right now, you're in a season of grace. But in this season, I want you to understand, family, that you're being stretched. You are. You're being stretched. You think you can't go more? God said, no, you can. Let me show you. I'm going to stretch you a little bit longer. I'm going to stretch you a little bit more. God is going to get the glory out of that, family of God. You have more strength than what you think you have. It's working together for your good. Everything. So get back up. If you've fallen down in your faith, you get back up today. You get back up. Get back up. Get back in the race of your life. Fight. You fight. The Bible tells us that the heaven suffers violent, and the violence take it by force. You take your power back. Whatever the enemy has taken from you, you take it back. You take it back. You don't sit around and allow the enemy to have his way in your life. No. You don't allow the enemy to have his way. You don't give him free access and free range to you. You don't give him permission to waltz in your life and to destroy your life. No. You are too much. You're too powerful. No, family, you have things to do. You have things to do. You have a kingdom assignment. Always think purposeful. Always think kingdom-minded. Always think of your destiny before you give up. Don't you dare give up. You get back up and don't give up. You get back in the race. You get back in the fight. Your circumstances are lying to you today. Your circumstances are not being honest with you. This is why you fight. This is why you keep going. You don't give up. God said, get back up. Get back up. You may have had a moment where you just wanted to throw the towel in, but God said, no, don't give up, because He's right there with you. You know, when you feel like you can't take anymore, you know, before you give up, before you just throw the towel in, before you just quit, you know that God is going to come in there. He's going to give you some strength. God is going to give you the strength to keep going. He is. He's going to give you His strength to keep going. You might say that I can't do this. You're right, we can't. This is why we have to depend and lean on God's strength. We lean in on His strength, not our own. Because on our own, we can't do this. But we don't fight our own fight. And you're not fighting in your own strength. This is when you become weary. This is when you become heavy laden. This is when you become tired. And this is when you become faint. And this is when you become so down that you want to give up, because you're fighting in your own strength. You don't fight in your own strength. And you don't fight a battle that God didn't tell you to fight. God said, I'll fight your battles. Isn't that amazing, family? You think about that. God said, I'll fight your battles. He said, hold your peace. He said, I'll fight for you. He said, this is my battle. You're going to gain the spoils out of this. This is what your outcome is going to be. You're going to come out on top. You're going to gain the spoils out of this, family. This is a test of your faith. Your faith is on trial every single day. Whatever is opposing your life right now, your faith is on trial. It is your faith that the kingdom of darkness wants. It is your faith. It is your belief in God that the enemy hates. He hates the faith that you have. He hates the belief that you have. He hates how God loves you. He hates that, family. Get back up. It's working together for your good. All things are working together for your good. Everything is working together for your good. You don't have to feel like it. It's working together for your good, family. It's your season of grace. Are you ready for your season of grace? Are you ready to get things that you don't deserve to get? God is going to give you things you didn't even pray for. This is the kind of God that we serve. You've been faithful. A faithful man will always abound in the blessings of God. God said, before you call me, he said, I answer you. He said, I'm going to show you great and mighty things that you never knew. Before you can call on God, he said, I will answer you and show you great and mighty things that you never knew. Listen, family, you get back up and you keep going. And enjoy the season of grace that you're in. God is going to see you through. He's not going to leave you in this situation. He's not. He's going to see you right on through all of this. He is. It doesn't matter what happens around you. It doesn't. It doesn't matter what is going on. It doesn't matter how long things have been going on in your life. It's not going to end this way. It's not. If God delivered you once, he'll deliver you again. You got to think about those things before you give up. Don't you dare give up. You hang in there and you keep fighting the good fight of faith. Okay? I love all of you so much. Thank y'all for what you do daily on our channel. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Keep liking our videos so that we can continue to reach more hurting and broken people for the glory of God. There's so many broken people. There's so many fragmented people. There's so many people who need hope and healing. There's so many people who need to be encouraged and motivated and inspired. There's so many. We're all helpers one to another, all of us. Stay focused on your life path. Stay focused on your own journey. Don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you have left. Because whatever you have left is enough to get done. Whatever you need to get done. Don't look at what God took away. Don't look at what God allowed to walk away. Don't look at that. You look at what God allowed to remain. Don't look at the people who didn't support you. You look at the people that God left you with support. I don't care if it's one person. That's all you need. You'd rather have one quality person than 5 people who are not quality people. It's quality over quantity. God has given you quality things in your life. Quality. Not so much quantity. Because quantity is not always beneficial. He's giving you quality people. Why? Because it's your season of grace. It is your season of grace for God to give you what you don't deserve. It's your season of favor for God to give you what you don't deserve. It pays to serve God. It pays to do the right thing. It pays to walk uprightly before God. It pays to endure. It pays to overcome. It pays to be tenacious. It pays to be disciplined. It pays, family of God, to keep your hands in the hand of God. It pays to stand on the word of God. It pays off to have faith in God, because he will never fail you. Never will he fail you. It is working for your good. Why don't you confirm that today? It is working for my good. Affirm that for the rest of your life. It is working together for my good. All of it is working for my good. Your heartbreak is working for your good. The loss of a job is working for your good. Why? Because God knows what's going on in that place. God knows things that you don't know. A lot of things God did to save your life. He spared you from things that you did not know. He spared you from seen and unforeseen dangers. He spared you so we don't complain, because we're not behind the scenes. God is in the midst. You and I aren't behind the scenes, but God is in the midst, because he sees things that you and I can't see. He hears things that you and I can't hear. So when God hears all these things that would not be beneficial to you, that would try to destroy you, God will pull you out of that. No matter how much you want to be in that, no matter how much you want to stay in that, God said, I can't let you stay in this. I can't let you stay in this. because it's going to destroy the plan that I have for you. God is not going to let anybody come in your life, family, and to ultimately destroy the plan that he has for your life. He is never going to do that. It doesn't matter if it looks like it's going to go downhill and won't come back uphill. No, family, it's not going to happen. God will snatch you out before you know it. He will snatch you up out of that, family of God, and you may be like, what's going on? God is sparing you. He's saving your life. It's working for your good. All of it. It's working for your good. This is your season of grace. And this is your season for God to give you favor where you don't deserve it. Favor is going to open doors for you that you don't qualify to get in, because you're favored. It's better to have favor than anything, because if you have the favor of God, you have everything. Favor, you have everything. Favor is your ticket. So remain obedient. Keep your heart pure. Keep your heart clean. Keep your heart purged. You're being stretched in this season of grace. In this season where God is going to favor you, you are being stretched. He's stretching you. You may be in a garden of Gethsemane right now. You may be in an olive press. God may be pulling on you. He may be squeezing on you. He knows the oil that's in your belly. Out of your belly is going to flow rivers of living water, family of God. Your gift is going to make room for you. God is building you so strong. He's building you so strong. You are enduring. You're enduring this. You're overcoming this. We're going to talk later, family, if it be the will of the Lord. I love all of you so much. Have an amazing day on today. Just know it's getting better. It's getting better. Affirm that. It's getting better. Affirm. It's working together for my good. All of it is working for my good. Have a good day. Bye-bye.